Hi, this is Supreet. Welcome back to my Mindset Transformation series. So, in this video, we are going to be talking about how to upgrade your beliefs. In the last video, we spoke of the belief systems and feelings. In this video, we are going to do a deep dive into the belief system. Right? So, if you haven't seen the previous video, please go back and go through that because this would be building on top of that. Okay, now let's get started. The vast majority of our beliefs come from the subconscious. It's pretty much like 95% is subconscious. In simple words, beliefs are coming from what is already programmed in our minds. And most likely we blindly follow that in an unconscious manner. Hence, we find difficulty in just identifying what is unconscious or subconscious, let alone changing it. So what are these beliefs? Right? It might sound very trivial, like why can't I change my belief? Like let's consider a few examples to put this into perspective. Right? So we often hear of people getting underage girls married off even today. And why does that happen? Even though we have so much of social media penetration, we have so much of knowledge around on the internet, it's because these things are rooted in blind belief, right? You cannot change the parents who kind of follow the system even today because it's coming unconsciously for them, blindly following the so-called tradition. Another example which is well known is the placebo effect. We all have been hearing cases from maybe 200 or 300 years back that a sugar pill given as a placebo can cure even deadly diseases such as cancers, right? So how does that happen? Again, it's rooted in belief. Like people think that if they have a specific medicine, it would solve their problem, right? So hopefully this kind of clarifies the concept of subconscious beliefs. So how do we find our own subconscious beliefs? Okay, I wish there was a simple answer, but I've tried to break it down so that you can solve this by yourself, right? So the easiest way to do this is to maintain a log of your daily thoughts and feelings, and that would kind of help you peel the layer of your beliefs. Okay, now let me explain this further. Say when you're making a log, you kind of identify a trigger that happens on a daily basis. Let's take an example. Say you have a trigger that you get angry when someone makes a comment on the quality of your work, and you just react without thinking, like it's like there's an outbreak, right? So just observe what is your feeling at that moment. Maybe you're angry, uh, and why did that anger come in the first place? Why wasn't it sadness or some other feeling, right? Now, if you think and introspect, right, what is that anger feeding, right? Generally, if you have a negative feeling, it's kind of feeding something in you. It's kind of feeding a belief in you, right? And that's how you identify your beliefs. Easier said than done, but if you stick to this practice, I think over a period of time you can identify all your subconscious beliefs, right? And then you can work on how do you kind of upgrade those belief systems, right? So what is this anger feeding? In this example, let's say the anger is feeding you know, lack of confidence or lack of, um, or a low self-esteem, right? So somewhere in your childhood or while you're growing, you kind of got this belief from somewhere saying that you're not good enough, right? Though it is not true, we all know it's not true, but subconsciously, you kind of have started believing that you're not good enough for certain thing, and hence, when someone triggers or when someone comments on that, it kind of triggers you, right? And we will get into how to solve these kind of negative beliefs in the following videos, but here I'm going to be covering how we identify, how do we peel these layers, of thoughts and feelings and also emotions in most cases, because that's what most people struggle with. That's what I struggled with as well. So if you keep following the system as weeks and days pass, uh, you kind of uh, checked and crossed every subconscious belief pretty much. I say pretty much because it's impossible to pull out all your beliefs in a matter of few weeks. There'll still be something lying in some corner, and we'll learn how to deal with that. So it's also equally important at this point to realize that you should not be taking in any new negative belief, and that's what the last video was all about. Like, don't let social programming or social media or mainstream media kind of feed you with negative thoughts. Most of my friends and people in my age group have stopped listening to news because mostly it contains dramatized content, right? And it's going to be more negative than positive. So, and also try to be in company of people who have these higher vibes, right? Um, Change your environment. Probably, if you feel triggered, uh, go for a walk, see more greenery, or if you're lucky enough to be close by to a beach, probably go and take a walk there, right? So the self-discovery and transformation journey requires you to take action which is in alignment with your purpose or intention, right? We will be doing a much more deep dive into intention because all these are connected, right? Having positive beliefs, having positive feelings, positive thoughts, and the right intention. That's kind of all of them tie in, and when they're all aligned, you're able to easily achieve what you want, whether it is mental peace, calm, wealth, abundance. It also helps you solve long-standing problems, whether at work, at home, etc. So, so why are beliefs important? Let's look at this diagram. I hope you can see what I'm showing here. So, imagine your belief system is somewhere here today, right? And you want things like home, a new home, probably peace of mind, better relationship, and what have you, right? They are all at a higher level. You need to kind of upgrade your belief system from here to here to kind of achieve these because they're kind of operating at this frequency. We'll be talking a lot more about this in the upcoming videos, but I just wanted to reinforce this point, why belief systems are very important. So, with this, I'll conclude this video. The activity for this week would be to keep monitoring your thoughts and feelings in probably an hour or 2 hour intervals. Set that alarm and don't forget to make note of your feeling at that point, right? Please write comments and let me know if this is kind of helping you. That would let me make better videos. Thank you.